right, welcome everybody. We are excited to have you out at the Little Rock Zoo for a very special announcement. What a beautiful day to be at the zoo, isn't it? My name is Susan Altrui. I am the director of the Little Rock Zoo, and we're so excited to have you here for this special announcement. But our very, very good friends in Highland Dairy here to make some special announcements today. And we're just so pleased to have our friends with us. You know, it's good to be with friends. And being at the zoo is all about being with friends and family. And friends and family is what being at the zoo is about. And we've got some friends and family here. We've got Heidi, we've got Mike Flagg from Highland Dairy. And we just are so thankful for our partnership with Highland Dairy. And so we've got a special announcement to announce that Highland Dairy is yet again going to be an annual sponsor of the Little Rock Zoo and a premier sponsor of Wild Wines, which is the premier fundraising event of the Little Rock Zoo, which is happening this weekend here at the zoo. And Wild Wines is a fantastic adults-only event. That's right. The zoo is also for adults, too. Of course, the zoo is for kids, but we also have fun with adults as well. And Wild Wines is just a fantastic event that we're doing this week with more than 200 wines from O'Looney's. And, of course, would not be complete without the Highland Dairy cooking team. So we're going to talk a little bit more about Wild Wines. But before we do that, I do want to introduce Mike Flagg from Highland Dairy, who's going to talk a little bit about why the zoo is so special for Highland and about this special partnership. So, Mike, if you would, take it away.
Thank you, Susan. What a beautiful day, and I love the zoo. Isn't it fun to come out here and see families with the children having a great time, seeing the animals? It's an educational thing. Highland Dairy has now been partnered with the zoo for 12 years, and we have seen so many improvements at the zoo. We are thrilled to be a part of it. And just seeing families interact and enjoying themselves, that's one of Highland's missions. We're a family-friendly, farmer-owned company, and we are so excited to partner up with the zoo again. And Wild Wines this weekend is always so much fun. We hope everybody shows up and enjoys the great cooking that's taking part and the samplers. And Heidi has joined us today, and we're just going to have a good time with the kids while we're here. Thanks.
All right, well, thank you, Mike. And so to talk a little bit more about the annual partnership we have with Highland, this is a significant partnership we have with them every year. It amounts to more than $50,000 in in-kind and cash sponsorships. Of course, a cash and in-kind sponsorship for our event, Wild Wines, which makes them a premier partner for this event. We mentioned the Highland cooking team that's going to be happening this weekend, where they make all kinds of great food for the event. Every time we have Wild Wines, people are always asking, where is the Highland cooking team? That's a premier part of our Saturday night event at Wild Wines. So always have to have Highland Dairy whenever we do Wild Wines. But also, there's a big piece that Highland does for us here at the Little Rock Zoo. You know, Highland is a family company. They are a family farm-owned company, and they are very, very invested in the families here in Arkansas. And so is the Little Rock Zoo. We are all about families, and that's what makes us such natural partners. And one of the things that they do for us every single year is the Highland Dairy Dollar Week. And we're going to be doing that again in the month of July. We'll be announcing the specific dates closer to that time. But that's become an actual tradition now for the families of Arkansas, is that Highland Dairy Dollar Week. It's an opportunity for Arkansans to come and gather and to enjoy the zoo at that discounted rate. It's a way that Highland is investing in families and investing in our zoo. And Highland is also committed to $10,000 in a capital investment in our zoo, and has also done other capital investments in things like the Arkansas Heritage Farm. It's a way that they're committed to ensuring that the Little Rock Zoo is invested in by making that investment here, because they understand that the Little Rock Zoo is worth investing in and how valuable the zoo is to families. And we can't thank them enough for that. And also, too, what would the zoo be if we didn't have things like these wonderful products that they also give to us in kind for our cafe? It's a great way for us to be able to provide that for families and for families to enjoy some of those great Highland products. And so we're so thankful to them for being allowed to have that in our cafe to give those things to our guests. One thing that we're so incredibly grateful for. So on to Wild Wines. What's some of the other fun and great things you can expect at Wild Wines this year? Well, right in front of me, we have an exclusive painting from one of our tigers, Jaya, who is our male tiger that just joined us this year. So you can bid on this item. Jaya is going to be able to see Jaya during Wild Wines. You can see him right now, actually. We're going to be releasing him for some enrichment here just shortly. But Jaya, this is the first painting that Jaya has done. It's part of our training and enrichment we do with some of our animals. But you can bid on this item. It's in our online auction. You can go to our Facebook page for that link. But it's a unique way to be a part of the Wild Wines event. And because it is Year of the Tiger, we also have a specialty glass this year for the Wild Wines event. And for the Saturday night event, this is the glass we have. So what I just showed you was the VIP night glass. And so in honor of Highland, I wanted us to take a little sip of some of our delicious milk we have here. So, Mike, if you want to cheers with me here, I'm gonna let you have this glass. So, just pick your favorite there. So we're gonna toast to Highland and to the Wild Wines event here. So. I was trying to get a milk mustache. I don't know if I completely. It probably just messed up my lipstick a little bit there, but so. We hope to see you all at Wild Wines this weekend. Thanks again to Highland Dairy for all of their amazing support of our Wild Wines event and of the Little Rock Zoo. And thank you all for being here. If we've got some young ones or some older ones, whatever age you are, if you'd like to enjoy some Highland products, we've got some here for you. Thanks so much.